It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
Modern Horizons 3 brought a lot of new cards. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Mox. Sucks to pass Channel, sucks to pass Broadside, but it would suck more to pass a Mox, huh? We just passed Channel. I might draft Sneak Attack anyway. Or should I draft Survival? Should we try and make Survival work? If you're going Survival, it's almost better to go into here or Overgrown Tomb, I think, and then try and wheel the Survival. If we take Survival now, though, we 100% have it. Yeah, let's jam it. Try some Hagak nonsense. Hell yeah, Eric. Yeah, I'm excited. That Pyrogoyf card is really cool. We're gonna third pick a Squee. The combo. Yeah, right, Mark? One more power. We could have popped that Grizzlebrand. Let it wheel. What did you want to draft out of that pack, Half Goblin? What was the amazing card that would have taken over Squee? That's the thing. If you got a card that's like important to your deck, and there's nothing else in the pack that you would play, even if there's a good chance that it would wheel, I like just making sure that I got it. Gimme. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Larry Tuna. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing the prime there. The perfect cube start. Indeed, we've got it. The perfect one right here. Exhume can work with Survival. That's not the best. Think about Once Upon a Time. Think about Witherbloom Command. Let's take Once Upon a Time. I like this card. Free cards are good, huh? That was the end of the playlist, by the way. This is YouTube autoplay. Coming in with some Ricky Skaggs. Alright, fine. Hopefully I can wheel that Supplier, huh? It is not a 10-minute prog song. It is 10 minutes and 20 seconds, though. It's a 10-minute song, at least. Not have tunes interfere with the VODs. So OBS has a setting where you can get it to not record your computer audio, and that's what's happening here. Want to goif it up. Hey, Taco Farmer, the 60 months. Hell yeah. Pyrogoyf causes other goyfs you have to deal damage when they enter. Really? So it like works really well with Pyrogoyf? Interesting. You can game capture in OBS? What? You can't game capture and stream on Magic Online. Hey, Rageosaurus X, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 10 months. And even that will, game capture is videoed. You're still getting your system audio. I don't think Soul Cauldron's gonna be a thing here. I'm actually not sure what is gonna be a thing here. Could draft Life Death. I was hoping to be more synergy, less reanimatory, but we'll see. Vista, Rexage. Rexage is not a bad one to tutor up sometimes. But I like good mana. I like good mana a lot. Right? I agree, Dark Red. It would have been a nice thing. Pick your poisons in. Pick your poison would be a solid card. One green does do a lot of work, yeah. Such an efficient card. So what are we hoping for? We're hoping for the 1 mana black creature, the 1 mana 1/1. Oh, Troll came back. That's kind of nice. Makes the Reanimator cards look good. Maybe we don't end up Hagaking. Maybe we're just black-green Reanimator. Not an archetype I hit up very often, but survival is one reason to go into it. Grist is good in black-green Reanimator too. Grist would be reasonable. Yeah, Jimmy Bill. When I was a kid, I really wanted to learn an instrument. And my mom knew the violin or the fiddle. What? More fiddle because it was folk music, right? Same instrument, but one's more refined than the other, huh? Anyway, and she taught my older sister. Ooh, sup, Black Lotus. Yeah, the Archon's almost more important, right? Give me something real groovy to reanimate. I'm gonna take the Lotus though. I'm not. This is not a passing Lotus stream. Anyway, her and my older sister would fight constantly about. Well, there's that grist I was talking about. Maybe grist wheels, huh? Get this Grizzlebrand up in this. About doing lessons and stuff. And it looked like a real miserable experience. So when I got to a certain age, my mom was like, all right, Caleb, you need to learn an instrument. She was like, you can learn violin with me. I know how to play violin. I was like, what are my other options? I was like, Dad plays banjo. Could you give me banjo lessons? And she's like, no, he sucks. You know, he's not going to teach you anything. Pick a different thing. So I got a drum kit and just wailed around on it, and that suited her criteria well enough. I think I'm grabbing Voidwalker here. Torsten's not like the worst card to reanimate. I feel like we already have the premium though, with the Grizzlebrand, right? Could use the mana dorks here, huh? Green hasn't felt especially open, just because we haven't gotten those dorks. Oh, there's a bunch of dorks right there. Cool. Well, I'm gonna grab this Ignoble Hierarch. That seems like the dork made for me, huh? Seems like what I'm about here. Have I got to crab anyone yet? Yeah, my literal first deck, I drafted a Reanimator Shell, and I reanimated a lot of crabs, and I hardcast some crabs off Dark Ritual, and it always sucked. I had like 5 different crab triggers, and none of them were good at all. just an atrocious card for me. Suppose. Besides survival, we don't have a lot of ways of binning. That could use an Entomb hum. That was a Necromancy. Yeah, I was hoping to be a Vengevine type deck, huh? But we have 3 ways to reanimate right now. Maybe that's enough, huh? Maybe I can take the Vengevine. Yeah, fuck it. The rest there is interesting too. Little Cobra action. Maybe Sentinel. Maybe Sentinel was good there. Sentinel's a good card. Yeah, right? Gristwheel would be so good. It'd help us with the self-milling. It would give us more targets for like the reanimate and the death hum. Reanimating Grist is kind of good. Give me a sack outlet for Supplier. Planeswalker for my Goyfs. Let's grab this Bill card. Wouldn't mind wheeling one of those mana dorks either. Someone took my Deathrite Shaman earlier. The green 3-drop. We don't have a 3-drop here. You talking about Vengevine? These lyrics are speaking to me. Well, let's go the discard outlet, I suppose. Hey, the Grist came back. Hell yeah. It's a fiddle when you've had 4 beers. Yeah, that's the old expression. Difference between a violin and a fiddle. A violin, you'd never rest your beer on the case. Hope it's been fun. Pretty fun, Pirtle. Pretty fun. Not a bad first day at Cube. Well, there's that Hagak card. In an ideal world, we could take this Elvish Mystic and try and wheel the Hagak. But stuff that I wanted, it's not really been wheeling. And it's pretty important to what we're doing here, right? It seems pretty important. I'm going to take it. I'm going to draft it. A little sum for my supplier to mill towards. Just going to grab Verdant. We have 2 landfall cards, the Bristly Bill and Lotus Cobra, so Verdant's kind of nice. Mox Diamond. I don't think we're going to have very many lands in this deck. I think it'll be very land light. I don't think it would be a good Mox Diamond deck. Not very mana hungry. Like, I think we're going to have 14 actual lands in here. Oh yeah, you're good, Dagon Chrome. I haven't seen any of the new lands, no. Could play the Ketria Triome too. Comes to play tap lands are a little awkward. The Stomping Ground's a little bit more free. MDFC means like a Moto Duel face card or something. I don't know. I started answering that very confidently, and I was like, It's where like one side of the card is one thing, and the other side of the card is another. A lot of times they're lands, so you can like play it as land, or you can play it as a spell. Think about this Generous Ent. It's like a land that you can also bend to survival. Maybe I just want this wall a hum. Is Dark Ritual interesting here? Cast Barrogoyf, that's about it. Let's grab Vamp. Wait, what do you do? So we took the Vamp. The White would be one of the last 2 cards in the pack if it was to come back. Someone took my Overgrown Tomb in pack 1. It also plays well with our landfall cards. I'm going to take the White. Let's try the White out. Rumble fills the graveyard, right? Phoenix is interesting. Another card I don't mind like bending to survival. Rumble fills up the graveyard real nice. Bizarre Baghdad is in the cube. The card command is never accurate in the first few days. It needs to be updated. But Bizarre is in here. Harvester maybe. The double red on Charmaw is gonna be a little rough for this deck. I'm very vulnerable to Karakas, though. All my top end cards. Possibly I should have grabbed that 3/2. Oh, it's Grief, huh? Why not? Trying to see if this DRC does anything for me. The issue with DRC in this deck is we just don't have very many things that trigger it, right? Maybe it's not that bad. It's probably better than Night's Whisper. The issue with Blackleaf Cliffs is it's not a mountain, which Anger cares about. So I was supposed to get Ent. Yeah, this will be an interesting build. No one has use for the Dark Ritual. Yeah, I might not even have a use for the Dark Ritual. I mean, turn 1 Barrogoyf is sweet, or turn 2 Grief is sweet, but can't really use it with Hagak and such. Yeah, maybe I can't play the Once Upon a Time with 2 of my lands being cycle lands. Yeah, let's get this DRC out of here. You think it's weird to keep Ritual after cutting Storm? Storm's in, come on. Dogmoth and Tendrils and all that. Yeah, the Dothy's castable. Good card too. Could treat it like a sideboard card. One cool thing about Dothy is that it's like also worth a reanimation spell. Maybe I'm supposed to cut that Phoenix. It's kind of feeding on the same resources as Hagak. This is not nearly as good. Yeah, if I had a black duel besides the Peatland, I would like the Voidwalker a bit better. This is a black card for pitching grief and stuff. Ruwal is really good with a Vengevine, especially survival. A couple other ways to cheat into play too. Build might be less crazy. Yeah, I mean, we have fetches, right? We have 2 fetches, and we have the White of the Reliquary. And both of those make sense with our landfall creatures. Even if our, like, total land count isn't super high. Are any of our non-creatures cuttable? What if I cut Bitter Triumph? Just cut my 1 removal spell. The Rumble's also a non-creature, but it does see more cards than the Bitter Triumph does. Fills up the graveyard for Hagak. Triumph is a little bit better for like binning Grizzlebrand, but the Rumble's better for filling up the graveyard with Hagak. Since Rumble helps you find the Hagak, I think this is a little bit better. Has a cube feeling. It's pretty sweet. Been a good first day. So I just count 10 green. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's like 10-ish. The basic mountain is mostly so the Vista can fetch for anger. 9 black sources. I guess that's okay. We got Ignoble there too. Love it. Workshop pass, huh? Soul Ring, huh? They didn't have enough mana. I thought my hand was good. I thought turn 1 Barrogoyf was good. They're over there with their 6 mana. Making me look like an idiot. This is my favorite song about a rattlesnake. Little vomit action, huh? Little vom. Kind of need this black source. Oh, fuck. Bill should be in 4-4 here, not a 3-3. What am I doing? I was planning on going Bill and then Swamp, and then I drew the Vista and was like, oh, that's better. Click. Not a thought in my pretty little head here. I shrank my Goyf there. I guess the Bill can grow it. A little bit worried about balance here, huh? Does taking the damage play around balance though? I feel like it doesn't. It could also be something like Upheaval. They just bounce the Batterskull to hand. Oh, there's replaying. They just wanted to gain 4 life. They had nothing better to do. All right, I'm glad I blocked then. Next turn, the Bill can serve into. What are are you talking about, Killer Jam? Fair enough. Or you're asking, you want to request a song, but you want to stay within my current mood. What are you in the mood for? I'm a little, what's the word? A little queasy, to be honest. I think my lunch isn't sitting well with me. I drank some milk during my break, try and settle things down a little bit. I'm gonna want to bin this Ent on their UO team. Something to think about, Spiral Martin Smash. So they got to untap some lands out of it. Hoping the opponent doesn't do anything too impressive here. Oh yeah, let's bin the Ent and go get our Stomping Ground, Then the supplier won't mill it. Uh-oh. Don't do it, opponent. Well, they only have 2 lands. The 1 forest remaining. Bill is indeed a cool dude. Let's play this one. Oh, you're blocking the Trampler, opponent. Wait, I could have fucking activated Bill again with the Jewel mana. I kind of missed that I was getting 3 extra mana here. Well, shit. They're gonna upheaval me, and I'm gonna regret not killing them there, That's how this is gonna go down. I guess they're at 1. We can, like, reanimate the Ent to the Grist. Yeah, I feel a little silly missing that lethal. Getting their coveted Jewel back, sure. How have I not milled Anger? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know here. Hey, Killer Germ, thanks for the $20 donation. Yeah, popping Grease so that they couldn't get the Jewel back would have made sense. Might have been good. The self-remand, love to see it. That is a good sign for us. Get that Terra Sunder in here, get Revoker in here. Think about Wasteland, Got Cobra, Voidwalker. Maybe Grief here. Oh, fun, Dukes. Hope you have a good time regardless. Whichever you decide to do. Do this. Did just lose some creatures. Makes Vengevine a little bit less consistent. Yeah, they would have needed a tinker for that, right, Mark? Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Dukes, it's not 30 months. Absolutely not, Sotaglo. I'd blow up for their mana production. This Terra Sunder on the draw might be a bit slow. Does dealing with Twitch chat make real life interactions easier? Sometimes. Usually when I'm done streaming though, I mostly just want to like vibe out. Might make it harder. Because when you're streaming, you're feeling like all the void, right? You're feeling you're doing all the talking, and there's like a bit of a pressure to constantly have something going. And when you're having a conversation with another human being, it's a little different, right? You listen to what they have to say, and then anyway. Sometimes silent beats are welcome. Very different experience. Nice. I was just thinking ideally you'd have a green source for survival to activate immediately. Maybe I don't even play survival then. Maybe I rumble, huh? That's kind of cute. How the Rumble can be like a 1-mana card a lot of the time. I haven't played this card very much. I haven't drafted it or anything. That's very awkward versus me. I guess I could go... Hey, off Bob, thinks that's 60 months. Yeah, cheers. Just gonna cast this shit. No, well, the last draw 7 they played was a 6-mana one. Maybe they don't have the beans, Wow, really glad I answered that Basalt Monolith, What was my very first stream like? How long ago was it? It was a little bit under 10 years ago. A friend of mine had lent me a bunch of cards to use on Magic Online. And Kanixai had lent me some power. Or gifted me some power to make some vintage content. And so I went from like having no Magic Online collection to all of a sudden having like duels and power and stuff. And yeah, I just let folks know on Twitter. And I think I had like 14 people watching me at the peak or something. 14, 20, something like that, I don't know. All right, Killer Germ said that this song could cure generational poverty, so maybe it'll help my upset tummy. Let's give it a shot. It's certainly worth a try. Just gonna crack the Relic to eat the Bargoyf mid-combat. But it does have Death Touch, so we can make it a 1-2 and it'll still trade with something, huh? You do have Kanixai to blame, for sure. We could bin Revoker too, actually. Good chance I get stripped off a green source. I only have one green next turn. That's why I'm considering about grabbing like Grist here or something. So go to Moxfield. Quick current. This is it. This is my deck. I'm playing it right now in front of you. One titled Current Deck at the top of the page. Is being fucking sure. Just new tech? Yeah. It took me a little bit to get used to it too. For sure. Oh, damn. We can do some stuff now. Let's do some stuff. Can I play a Hagak here? I don't think so. It's really not a hasty one. Oh, we could get Stitch's Supplier. That could get me to Gok. Alright, let's do that. Pitch Anger. Well, if you pitch Anger, you're not adding cards to the graveyard. Because then you'd have to exile the Anger to play the... Oh, they still have a Stermine over there, so that's not even good. Like, we can play the Hagak, but then they strip mine the Stomping Ground. It doesn't have haste anymore. I think we're supposed to attack. We have 13. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. They might miss it. Yeah, they might miss it, but I also have Xaxes here, right? Oh, no, it's not Xaxes. There's two of them. Hey, RB Lee, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 36 months. Yeah, I think I should have just played the Grist and killed the whole Reacher, like I was thinking originally. I mean, the Vengevine's good. I just, like, didn't need the Hagak here. I didn't, like, boost my clock or anything. Right. Chill tune for sure. I get balanced. I'm about to just get balanced out of the water. I didn't go get Time Spiral. I am not. They can't cast this Time Spiral because they have. Oh no, they can. All right, fair enough. If I kill the whole Reacher, they don't have that line, right? They don't have the Time Spiral line. Now they're gonna have 7 fresh cards to do stuff with. Yeah, go nuts, Fred. They also nuke my graveyard, which is unpleasant. Yeah, this is what I was worried about, right? When I originally tutored up the Grist, I wanted to kill the whole Breacher and remove that as a possibility. And then I did other stuff around anyway. Hey, cool stuff at least. We got a Hagak down, right? Something. No UC Slugger. I have never had that thought. Never too cool. For school, maybe. What you got, J. Pablo? Cracking Waterlogged Grove? That's a great sign. That's a great fucking sign. Chromatic Star? Sure. We're cracking that too. Blue for blue. White mana. No, don't make white mana. That's scary. You don't need that. Displacer Kitten. Okay. That is a bad sign. The old F6. Watch the opponent dirtle plan. They certainly needed my extra 7 mana too from the Hull Breacher. Killing Breacher would have been great. I don't know if they can actually lose with this coveted jewel. I'm gonna let them dirtle. Their clock is getting short for game 3. I also want to see what their win con is. Might impact my play decisions in the next game, right? I got some removal type spells. Ballista. It'd be difficult to make enough mana with Coveted Jewel to kill me with Ballista without decking. Hey, 43% emo, thanks for the $5. Some Mokhtar adjacent vibes, if that strikes my fancy. Yeah, I like that idea. I like a little bit of that. Countering their own Golos to get another Coveted Jewel trigger. Are they going to counter their own Normalize now? Oh no, they just paid for Golos. Sure. That seems incredible for me. Maybe they can lose, huh? maybe we got this after all. Maybe I spoke too soon. 8 cards remaining in the opponent's deck. 5 mana available. Right, Terry Risk? They're doing like everything and nothing over there. 5 white mana. Was Golos banned in Standard? I don't remember. I remember like Field was banned in Standard, right? I think actual Golos was not. Commander, yeah, that makes more sense. List on 1A. Yeah, I feel like this is not enough. The new cards I'm most excited to play. I've gotten to play with them. The ones I was most excited about were like the 2 new Goyfs and such. We got to jam those. Pretty sweet. Yeah, the trample on Hagak, I think, just makes this good, right? I mean, they can put Golos and Forensic in front of it. I think they're missing trample. I guess they get 3 more mana to work with. Does that do anything? I get a lot more mana to work with. I win. This hand's slow as shit. I'm gonna keep it anyway. Can't get a lot better, huh? Tempted to just make a 6/5 on turn 2. I think I'm gonna do that. Well, all right, I'll make a damn Grizzlebrand. I think I'm just gonna pass here. Sure. That took my Evolved Sleeper. Interesting. Right now I'm a little concerned about Orcs. In response to Grizzlebrand pay 7. Cool. Yeah, we can bin Squee, go get Anger or something. Go get Anger. Make a Hagak next turn. Hasty Hagak. Not sure if I could put a Vengevine in there too. Yeah, I like the Voidwalker in against a black opponent. Because they could be a Reanimator Mirror, right? Playing this over Rumble. I'll do this. Kind of hate this opener. It's like right on the edge of not being a mole, I think. Interesting. Playing the swamp over the forest, even though we want a lot of green when we resolve survival. The main idea is if I draw a Voidwalker, I might want to play that on 2. Sure. I have another forest in here, right? I can make a Vengevine here. Think about Haywire Might. Well, that's interesting, huh? Just make a Grizzlebrand. If they untap and reanimate my Grizzlebrand, I'll feel real silly, but I feel like the Relic's worth popping. 5 mana. Mind Twist. Oh, they didn't get my mountain. Nice. So I get Anger. Get Anger. Get Hagak. Bin Hagak. Y'all see how important that squee was? The squee makes the survival so much better. Just like always making sure it's like it turns it from like card negative or like just like a super slow like basically 3 mana Worldly Tutor. It turns it from that into like an actual card advantage engine, right? And toolbox where you can just like do the thing every single turn. For so long, the Magic Online Vintage Cube had survival in it, but it didn't have any ways to actually abuse it. It's been really pleasant. The current team like actually supporting the card and letting it do the thing. It's pretty nice. Just bottom my second land here. Who needs that? Oh, this doesn't quite work, does it? I'm 1 mana short of getting back a Vengevine turn 1. Because I have this Grief that I can pitch, right? But if I've been Vengevine, there's no 0 mana creature in here. I didn't get like a Root Wall in the curve or anything. I could play the Ignoble Hierarchy here and have a little bit more mana to work with next turn. Or I could just get the Vengevine and bin it now. And set up for Blazing Ruwala plus Grief next turn. I think I like that. Could grab Squeam. Could have grabbed Squeam. What makes this version of Cube rule so much? Currently there's like very few uninteresting cards, and there's a lot of awesome shit in here. I'm a fan. A quick Solitude check, Putting Anger lets me get him with 1 more damage, and then next turn we can make a hasty Hierarch. I think I just want to play the Hierarch here. And then I can tutor up a disenchant effect for the Skull Clamp. Plus I get an extra damage off the Exalted anyway. Cool. That was a good start to the finals. That's what I wanted that to look like. Alright, I'm gonna once again cut Voidwalker. Witherbloom Command's actually kind of good in this spot. Kills Clamp. Haven't played this white at all. It seems like it could be really good in this deck, right? We're filling up the graveyard real nice. Could just be huge. This is day 1 of the cube, correct? Not sure what of all this I want. I think it's intuitive to want some more removal. Might cut the Grief. Even though it was cool that game. Oh, I'm down a card now. Oh, because I cut the Voidwalker. Right. Hand needs a fetch land real bad, Oh, okay. Do I just let Ragavan hit me? No. I'll attempt to trade. Yeah, did we even see any red mana last game? I feel like we saw their hand. What should I be tutoring up? We could actually tutor up the land cyclers. Fetch land drops. Flaging my face, So at the end of the chain, I need a mana up. Just put like Vine and Hagak in the graveyard. Maybe that's too much. Maybe just one of them's good. The Mana Dork has haste right now, so if I bin this for the Dork, play it. But I still have to bin this for the mana. Yeah, maybe if I got on the wall earlier, it would work. They were just off it. Yeah. They were done with my shenanigans. Cool. Second trophy of the season. And it was with the graveyard deck, huh? Not bad, huh? Not bad. We went in on survival really early too, right? Wasn't that like a second pick survival? Just went hard on it. How was white? We never